In this lesson, we're going to look at transitions and automation to add more interest to your composition. So let's start where we left off. Let's make a transition sound with a reverse crash cymbal, which we can find in the core library, samples, one-shots, cymbal, or you can just use the search and search for crash or for cymbal. We want to put our transitions on their own tracks, so we can just drop it here, or we can create a new audio track first. And we can use plus or minus to zoom in or out. Let's reverse our sound so it builds up into the next part. You can simply press R as long as the computer MIDI keyboard is off, or down here in the clip view, you can click on reverse under the clip gain and pitch settings. And now we're going to drag it so it ends right before our next section comes in. You might want to turn off the grid to get it right where you want. Okay, so let's make another transition sound using this bass loop that we have in the intro. Now, Option drag to bring it over here, zoom in with the plus key, reverse it with R, and then I'm going to change its length, and I'm going to line it up. And again, you can use plus or minus to zoom in or out. And then let's make a copy of our reverse cymbal by holding Option. And then let's drag it over later in the song. And this is a situation where copy and paste would probably be easier. Let's now automate something. Automation is kind of like a little robot in the background that changes parameters for you when you want something to change. So let's start by panning something around in the stereo field from left to right. We want to enter automation mode with this button, or you can just press A. We also want to make sure that automation arm is enabled up here in the control bar. And then I'm just going to hit record and move pan around. Notice the red dot here on the track's pan control, and notice how it's also moving around if we switch over to the session view. Now, if we move this parameter, it's going to gray out, and that's because it's just temporarily been disabled. To re-enable overridden automation, right-click and choose here, or for the whole project, use the global re-enable automation button up top in the control bar. So let's grab the auto filter from Audio Effects and automate a filter sweep. And now let's automate the send to the delay return as this part ends to help smooth this transition. If you're not happy with your automation, you can just record it again, or sometimes it's easier just to edit these breakpoints. So you want to size the track to taste, and then we can single click to create or delete the breakpoints. Or just select a range and delete a whole bunch of them at the same time. Or with draw mode on, you can draw in based on your grid setting. And if you want to draw freehand, disable Snap to Grid from the Options menu or from the right click. To see automation for any parameter, just single click on that parameter. To delete all of the automation on a track, right-click in the area below the choosers, this empty little area right here, and then you can choose one of the clear envelope options. Okay, so let's exit automation mode. Now there's a lot more to automation, but this should be enough just to get you going. In the next lesson, we're going to have a look at what's known as a rough mix, which means that you're getting really close to finishing your composition.